Hello and welcome to Where the Living Room Used to Be, a podcast about Rhode Island's music scene.
RA5, Sean Carney. What is or was your favorite Rhode Island record store and why?
Does Newberry Comics count?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I did talk about in the other episode the story of my cousin giving me Punkorama 5.
Yeah.
And so that felt like a tentpole moment for me musically. But when I think about nostalgically waiting for a record to come out and then driving, it was Newberry Comics in Attleboro.
Okay.
You could throw a rock into Rhode Island from there. So
yeah.
I think it counts. Tuesday nights. I think records came out Tuesday back in our day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's like, interesting. Everything's like the Friday series now because of streaming. But yeah, it was Tuesdays, which is like the usual release day. Yeah.
Yep. And taking a drive out to grab like your favorite band's new record was amazing. Mm-hmm. It was about like a 15-minute drive, then a 15-minute drive back to listen to it. And so, like every record's a story. When you hold it in your hand, you kind of remember where you were and you grabbed it. That's my old man yelling at cloud moment of physical media. but it was special. No,
it was cool. Yeah. I mean, they're even just kind of bringing me back just how like the CDs would have that additional sticker over the top, it was just the black and white sticker. So as you're kind of like flipping through it would say the name of the bands and the album title, basically. Maybe there's some other stuff, but it would just be that. And I just remember, being in my friend's car and they would take all those off and just like stick them to their like dashboard, like just above their like glove compartment. And it would just be like a bunch of, like Sublime record or whatever else it was. And it was an experience. I grew up outside of Worcester, so it was the closest Newberry Comics was in Shrewsbury. But yeah, that was definitely the spot for that. For what they were carrying was that. I mean, not like there were other record stores, that were probably doing like the much deeper thing. But as a teenager, I wasn't into like, Norwegian black metal that was recorded in like 73. But, like that was a place you could go and get those like underground records that would still have some distribution. So, and
then in the city, I have to mention Armageddon, of course, because it's an amazing place. And one of my favorite tips is if you really want to like level up your dad rock LPs, if you're trying to get your AC/DCs, your Rolling Stones, Armageddon is amazing for that.
Oh yeah.
They got all the great metal and punk that you love, but they kind of seem like you can get like Sticky Fingers Rolling Stones for like $5.
Yeah,
where
they do. They have a lot there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's priced reasonably. So, especially in the city, Armageddon is the place to go.
Cool. Yeah. Always shout out to them. And you're right. I mean, the association is so much to like heavier music. Some more of those, like obscure things, just because those that know, like Ben from Drop Dead, owns it and is like running it. So his connection to like literally like Scandinavian metal and the connections of like what he's putting out with Armageddon label and stuff like that is what's there. But you go in there and it's like, here's a whole collection of like reggae on CD if you want to go pick that up, or here's some jazz records, or here's so
go for the metal crates, get all the punk stuff you're looking for, but grab a Bob Seger on the way out.
Cool. What is your favorite drink that's tied to the state?
I think for this I lean more on just like the bar, where I have to go with Scurvy Dog. Ever since I was 21, I walked in there for the first time. A tall boy, Gansett or PBR at the Scurvy Dog, nothing beats it. And it's a tie because that, and I don't know if it's around anymore, but the Dorrance, which is in downtown.
Okay.
The old bank. It's like
I don't know what it is. I don't think it's open anymore, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it was over COVID. I just noticed it seemed shut, and I don't think it ever opened. But they had a drink called the Kentucky Campfire, and it's
cool.
like some sort of whiskey orange campfire smelling cocktail that, like, if you're trying to be more upscale before you get to the dog.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, I don't drink, but you seem to have described like two pretty polar opposite experiences from the Dorrance. It's like high-end restaurant inside of like an old bank and like high ceilings, and it's like probably marble, like
well, and you know what?
To the Scurvy Dog is like, punk dive, so
that's one of the reasons why I always loved the Dorrance, because I'd go in there with me and my dirtbag friends, wearing our dress blacks, and they were always sweet. So there was never a pretension to a very pretentious bar.
Yeah.
So
that's
they
cool.
earned the shout out.
That's great.
Rest in peace.
What is your favorite place in Rhode Island? Like, is there a certain place you like to go hiking, or a park, or even with that, just a place you like to hang out?
Totally. My wife and I looked into kind of relocating for a couple of years, like maybe Nashville or New Jersey. And one of the things that would be hard to give up is the beaches. Our favorite is East Mattoonic State Beach. It's where I proposed to her. We rented a house down there last winter just to kind of like, let's see what having more than one bedroom looks like, sort of deal. And that's where we filmed the Waves lyric video. All that wave footage is from that beach.
Oh, cool.
And so it's become a real special place for us.
Nice. What is your favorite Rhode Island pizza?
Okay. I have a controversial opinion.
All right.
And so we'll get to what is good. But one of the things that happened to me when I moved up to Rhode Island is they said at school that tomorrow we're having a pizza party. And I'm like, great, pizza's awesome. And I showed up and they had this bread with some sauce on top. And I saw this. I'm like, well, what the hell is this appetizer? They're like, well, it's party pizza. Party pizza is not pizza.
Yeah.
We can't call it pizza. And this is the only place that seems to enjoy party pizza.
Yeah. We were up in Montreal recently and they had that. And I got it just out of curiosity. Because it is a very unique thing. It comes up a lot. That there has to be something of like, I don't know, like having fruits in Rhode Island. Like my wife loves it. She's lived in Rhode Island her whole life. I grew up in Massachusetts, like I just said, like outside of Worcester. So, like an hour or so from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But my kids, they love it. And I've kind of come around a little bit to it, but
okay.
So we were up in Montreal and they had it. I was like, I got to try this. It was not good at all.
Did they call it pizza?
They did. Yeah. But like, even for them, my kids that like it, they're like, this isn't very good,
Yeah.
So there's something about, D. Louise or any of these other bakery places that are doing it. But yeah, for someone that doesn't have these like roots in it, or maybe it was a time that, like what you're saying of like spending, your time away in Florida and then coming back. It is an interesting thing. So yeah, I always felt that it should be warm with some cheese on it. That's what I would say. When people give me bakery pizza, be like, this is probably better if it was warm with some cheese on it,
For sure.
So,
and I'm not going to front like Florida is a pizza capital at all. But there is some amazing pizza. Brooklyn on the west side of Providence, Brooklyn Napolitano pizza, amazing. And I think one of my favorites is House of Pizza in Pawtucket. Not to be confused.
Yeah,
exactly. Not to be confused with Pawtucket House of Pizza. It's House of Pizza in Pawtucket.
Okay,
Field to have one.
Okay, yeah. So the one that's on Division Street, kind of by McCoy.
Exactly. Yeah.
I found McCoy used to be, but
found it.
Okay,
it's a big greasy slice. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Brooklyn one though. Actually, I haven't heard about that one, so I gotta.
Oh, it's damn good.
Nice. I'm assuming that they do a Brooklyn pizza, like a New York style pizza.
Big slices does you good.
Yeah.
Well,
how was the pizza in New Jersey versus this? Did you find some, because New Yorkers, and I'm sure people from New Jersey, will say that probably like a lot of the pizza in Rhode Island isn't even good, but I think it's fantastic.
It's funny.
We have grilled pizza,
Yeah. The scandals were extra annoying because no matter where we went, we were even in Italy and the pizza wasn't nearly as good as New Jersey, New York pizza.
Yeah.
And I've heard every last excuse. It's the sauce, it's the water coming off Manhattan, and that's what makes the cheese so good. And
or the dough or something like that. Yeah,
we could have the most amazing pizza in like Madison, Wisconsin, and they would just find something to complain about.
Yeah.
But having said that, Pizza Masters in Bayonne, New Jersey, incredible, amazing. Is it House of Pizza in Pawtucket good? I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
My driver's license will say no.
Yeah. The fact that people that are going to listen to this are probably going to talk to me and say, "Hey, Rhode Island's better."
Adam, the Structure Sounds drummer, is from New Jersey, and he does continue to have that chip on his shoulder when it comes to pizza.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing. I find, why I wanted to bring it up in this conversation of just like how diehard they'll just, just the New York, like New Yorker, like New Jersey, like this is just what it is, and it's it's better.
Pizza is very political.
Yeah. That's why I've started to do this, part of the podcast is just like there's I think only been one person I've talked to that's like, I don't really eat pizza. Like,
oh, who?
Leland Baker.
No kidding.
The jazz saxophone player. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, everyone's been like you, of like, here it is.
Yeah.
How much time do we have to talk about this? It's like
I got more.
I'm glad. I'm glad that I, played music for my entire life so I could get invited onto a podcast to then talk about pizza. It all makes it worth it.
Totally.
Last one. What is your favorite event that takes place in the state?
Favorite event. What comes to mind is we've hit it most years. I think only one or two we didn't go, but Dusk in Providence has an amazing New Year's Eve party.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I don't know why I'm thinking at Dusk, but it's kind of like everyone getting together. Obviously, it's all the musicians in the city, and everyone at Dusk, the staff are amazing. They do a champagne toast at the end of the night. Obviously, you dress up a little fancier, and it's always a blast. I look forward to each year there.
That's cool. Nice. Well, thanks so much, Sean. It was cool to get into some of these Rhode Island, this Rhode Island conversation, and sharing some of those special things, and just kind of shouting out these businesses here. So but thanks so much, Sean. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you. Let's get some pizza soon. And not party pizza.
Not party pizza.
Doesn't count.
Miss Riviera, won't you stick with me? Maybe we can talk and have some normalcy. 5 minutes, I will mend your heart. Give me just an hour to light this stars that night. We resembled stereotypes. We left our hearts that night and we carried them over. We left some stars that night. We resembled stereotypes.